Okay, well, I figured out, I think, why my choke wasn't working. The ends were all jerked up and looking bad, and so I've been kind of trimming off the bad areas and put new caps and stuff on it. And then I happened to accidentally unscrew this and got a look at the end of this cable, and well, I fixed the ends, and this is still going to be a huge problem. So I'm astounded how expensive these dual choke cables are. So I guess I have a couple options. I could pay for, I'm guessing it's a modified Triumph TR6, or maybe I can pull these out and cut off the damaged area and put them back in. Not sure how they're secured in the first place, or maybe I can get some sort of a universal one where the wires are the right thickness. And yeah, so I thought I'd show you this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix this, or maybe I just pony up and buy a new choke assembly cable, but yeah, so this is what I found. I'll bring you back. Okay, I was successful in pulling out the two individual wires from the pull mechanism here. Not really sure yet how it was permanently attached, but what I did was I gripped the wire individually in my vise, and then kind of pried it out using the flat bladed screwdriver, kind of in this fashion. I had it close, and I kind of rocked it back and forth, and I got a screwdriver in there and just started inching it out, putting the wire further back in the vise until this end was close again, and then kind of rocking it and putting a flat bladed screwdriver, inching it out until they both popped out. So that's how I got that out. And then I've already done this wire. Let's see. I've already done this wire. I clamped it in the messed up area, and then I've cleaned the surface. I will do it again with some isopropyl alcohol and then a little flux, and then I soldered this rough area and let it kind of flow into the area I'm hoping to clamp. And then I cut off the bad area on this one. Now, I don't know if this is going to be too short now. I hope not. You can see with this wire I've already done, I haven't really added that much more thickness. So I'm going to do the same with this second one and look to see how I'm going to permanently attach it into that rod. Again, not sure if I'm going to end up just throwing some money at it and replacing it, but maybe I can save myself 80 bucks, or they're pretty expensive. Maybe it's more than that. But here's where I'm at in the repair of the choke cable. So I'll bring you back and let you know what happened. Okay, hopefully this is in focus. Stick a piece of cardboard back there for... Anyway, I ended up soldering these two back in. Just a bunch of flux and getting it hot, and there was that side hole, and just kept it hot and added solder till it came out the side hole, and I got it polished back up. I have to imagine that this is going to be interesting trying to get these two inside wires threaded into the correct sheath, but we'll see. Let me give that a try and I'll bring you back. Bye. Okay, well, that worked out. You can see I've got the dash kind of taken apart, but I was successful in pushing the button back into the housing, and I got lucky first try putting the wires in their outer sheaths. Don't know, it looks like maybe that button should be turned 90, but there's a flat spot on it. I'll worry about it later, but it is operating pretty good. And let me show you the other end. Okay, on this end, I've cut off a bunch of damage from the sheaths. There was a lot of this going on, and there's actually other places where they look bad. But again, I'm just hanging out on a weekend and looking for a project dinking around. Actually doing, look at the beer. I'm actually doing fiberglass work, and so waiting for something to dry, so I thought I'd pick up another little project. And I've got some clips, got a new one. There was missing one, they weren't working. The carbs, the choke appears to function, I guess. I've cut both of them, both of the sheaths a little shorter. They were sticking out really far, and I've glued on a couple of ends that I bought. And then I think I'm gonna add these little ferrules to the end of the wire when I figure out how much it actually needs. But yeah, so I'm gonna cut these wires to a manageable length, and then see if these little ferrules will fit through the fitting on the carb. And I'm gonna reinstall, and with any luck, the choke will be functional again. So let me bring you back when I have it all back together. All right. Okay, so I have the choke all hooked up. I'm gonna support the dash because I have it partially taken apart, but I figured out how to operate this thing. I guess you pull it out and then turn it and it stays. And so this is a little stiff, but it's operating. So now let me bring you inside and show you what, or in the engine compartment, and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, now I'm in the engine compartment, and I'm gonna have Asako operate the choke so you can see what's going on. Go ahead, babe. Go ahead and take it off. And of course that's happening on the other side too. And take it off. Go ahead and take it off. All right. So it's a little ugly, but it's operational now. So I'm gonna call that complete for now. Thanks for joining. I'm Steven with Demo Garage.